So you literally just got off stage.
Yeah.
How was the show at Orange Stage?
That was great. It was one of the best crowds we've seen for a long time. Yeah, yeah. We've done a few festivals, and that was probably maybe the best crowd I've seen this summer.
Definitely.
Really?
Yeah, they were from the first song. They were just kicking off, jumping up and down,
Yeah.
screaming, singing along. It's really, really great. So it was great. Yeah.
I remember last time we played Roskilde it was on the last album, and we had a song called Starlight. Was that from the last album?
Yeah.
Starlight. Yeah, we had a song called Starlight, and everyone clapped along to it, and so we got the idea of getting everybody to clap to that song. We got the idea from Roskilde.
From Roskilde?
Yeah, yeah.
Wow, that's
So
cool.
the crowd is it's one of the most up crowds
Well,
we've
that's good
ever
to
played to.
And how cool is it to play in front of like 65,000 people? That must be so crazy and amazing.
Yeah, it's nice. Yeah, it's nice when you get the impression they're enjoying it. It's not good if they're not enjoying it. It's terrible. It's very scary. But when the crowd's having a good time, you can feel the energy. Yeah,
All right.
It's a good feeling. Yeah.
And tell us about your day. You just arrived a couple of hours ago, or did you get to see some of the festival before?
Yeah, and unfortunately we only arrived because we came in from London today because yesterday we had to be in London.
Mm-hmm.
So unfortunately we missed. Did you see any bands today?
No, we didn't get a chance. We arrived so late. We literally arrived and then got changed into our silly costumes and then went straight on stage.
Oh,
It's not always like that though. Sometimes like some festivals we get the chance to stay.
Mm-hmm.
Just this one we had to work in London, so we didn't have time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you know that you're one of the most requested bands at the Roskilde Festival?
Really?
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that
Cool.
must be so cool too.
Excellent. Yeah.
Like to
That's
know.
great. Well, it's really an amazing festival. It really is. It's I'm gutted I didn't get a chance to really walk around and see that much today. But I guess we played it 3 years ago. Well, it must have been something like that. So it really is a pleasure.
We played in a football field. Yeah, in a football field.
Oh, in Copenhagen.
Yeah, we played in Copenhagen. Yeah,
That was last year.
Yeah.
In the stadium there.
That was kind of
that's
cool.
right.
Yeah, that was cool.
Do you remember the first time you played like a stadium gig? How was that experience? Or like a big festival?
I remember. I can't remember the first time. For me, I think the first time was when we played in Tokyo. We played in Tokyo in a. I think was it a football stadium or baseball?
Probably a baseball stadium.
I'm not sure what it was, but it was big, and crowd was great. And I remember that was like a transition for us.
Yeah.
We felt like we could get to that level then. Yeah. After that concert, that was probably about 4 years ago.
That particular gig, it was it kind of inspired us to book the first Wembley Stadium show that we did in 2007. So after that, because we were just playing in front of that many people, like when they're all up on the tiers and so high, and they really enjoyed it. We kind of felt, I think we felt cool. I think we're ready to actually do it. So then we went on and booked the Wembley.
And how do you feel when going out and playing like in front of so many people? Do you still get nervous, or is it just getting every day?
Yeah, no, you always get nervous. Yeah, yeah, because your body knows what's about to happen.
Yeah.
And so it naturally starts to spread like adrenaline around the body, and if you're unfamiliar with that, it can make you feel sick, because adrenaline can make you feel a bit sick. But when you become used to it, it can make you feel very excited and sort of like
And that's how you
pumped
feel
up.
now.
Yeah.
You're used to it, so it's not like.
Yeah, it's not like I haven't been sick for a long time. But what I'm saying is like nervousness is when you become used to being nervous, it becomes a more of a pleasurable feeling rather than a fearful feeling.
Yeah. And what's the best thing about playing at festivals, you think?
Well, it's seeing other bands, but we didn't see any today.
No.
but the best thing about festivals is probably seeing other bands, isn't it? And meeting other bands.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, the audiences are always slightly different to your own shows when you play at a festival, because everyone's there just to see loads of different bands and lots of different types and styles of music. So it's always an interesting crowd to play to. So it's always slightly different. But normally, in festivals, the excitement is high because people are having a good time, seeing lots of music, and generally just up for anything. So it's cool.
Do you change your set list when doing festival shows? Do you like try to?
The festivals we tend to change the set list a bit more.
Yeah.
When we do our stadium concerts, then we have more of a restricted show because there's certain special effects that happen in certain places. But festivals, we've been mixing it up a little bit more often. Yeah.
So what do you like the most? Big venues or like small intimate concerts? Now that you've tried both.
Yeah, I prefer big ones. Yeah.
Big ones.
Yeah, the big ones are much better because the crowd there's more like more energy, I think. You know, the small gigs tend to be more. The small gigs, when you're playing softer songs, they are much better. Maybe if you're playing soft music, then smaller venue is great because the intimacy and the detail can be seen and heard. Whereas in the big concerts, I think high energy music is better in big concerts.
Yeah. And last week you played at Glastonbury and you had The Edge from U2 playing with you. How was that?
It was just amazing. Yeah, I mean, we were so chuffed and honoured, I guess, that he agreed to come and play with us. And he was just great. I mean, he's a great guy. All those guys from U2 are really cool. But it was an amazing moment at the festival, and it was so fun for us to play as well, because it's such a, Where the Streets Have No Name is such a famous, recognisable song. And the crowd just recognised it straight away as soon as he started playing that lick. And it was great. And I guess he jumped up on the drum riser at one point, which kind of took me by surprise. And he suddenly appeared, and I was like, "Whoa, there! It's The Edge." But it really was quite. It was a bit high point of the festival.
If you could choose anyone to come join you on stage, who would it be? If it could be anyone.
Lady Gaga. Maybe.
Lady Gaga?
Yeah.
That would be interesting.
Yeah, I think she's great. I'm not sure what she could do. She could come and sing something, maybe. I don't know what else.
Tom Morello would be pretty cool. Yeah. Get him out to like just play some rage riffs. Join in.
Jay-Z would be cool. Yeah. I like the idea of us playing like a kind of like a sort of heavy Rage Against the Machine riff.
Yeah.
And Jay-Z like rapping. That'd be quite like a 90s kind of rap metal vibe. Yeah.
When was the last?
But hopefully a lot cooler than that.
So the 90s are coming back. You watch out.
When was the last time you were starstruck, like being in festivals and?
Elton John.
Yeah.
I was pretty starstruck. Yeah. Yeah, we met him in America. Is that what you mean?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I met him, and he was. We all met him, and he was obviously. He's such a nice guy, but obviously legendary, you know. So that was probably the most sort of nervous I've been around someone. Yeah.
And how about you?
Well, yeah. Aside from that, hanging around in the first time we met like Bono and The Edge because we did some gigs with those guys when we were in the States last year. Some of those, we supported them on our stadium gigs, and we ended up in some party, and it was hanging around, and it was like Bono, The Edge, Helena Christensen, who's from Denmark, and Bon Jovi, and just a bunch of like random faces, famous faces hanging around, and there was a moment there, and I was like having a little drink and just thinking, "Whoa, this is a bit weird," but a couple more drinks and relaxed.
Yeah. You've been touring a lot already and still have lots of shows this summer and fall. Do you ever have time for vacation? Like soon?
Yeah, we July is going to be nice actually. July we're going to we've got a lot of gigs, but we've got because the festivals are mainly weekends. We have quite a few days off in the middle of the week, so we're stopping off in nice places. Like we have a few days off where we're going to be in Prague.
Yeah.
We're going to be in, I think later in the summer we're going to be in Budapest and Poland, Vienna, where we have like 4 or 5 days off, where we're going to relax and see some of the sights. And then we have a little bit of a break in August, a couple of weeks, so we might have a holiday there. Yeah.
That's nice. I read a couple of months ago that you are planning on doing a documentary, a Life on the Road documentary. Is that still going to happen, and how far along are you, or far?
We're just kind of filming mainly concerts. We haven't really filmed a lot of sort of fly-on-the-wall documentary stuff.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. There hasn't been much of that going on, has there?
There's little bits.
Little bits, yeah. But we might it might be like, we liked the live video that Nirvana did called Nirvana Live Sold Out Tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like a kind of like a mishmash of lots of touring concerts, different things, TV shows and interviews and things. So we might do something a bit like that, yeah.
Okay, that's cool. And do you know when you will have it ready, or?
Well, I mean, I believe Christmas is good for business. Yeah.
Christmas. Well, thank you so much, guys, and have a...
That was
this year. Hopefully, fingers crossed, we'll get it all done this year.
Okay.
We're just starting to like...
Christmas is a great time of the year. Yeah, great time of the year.
Okay, cool. Yeah. Thank you so much, and have a great night.
Okay, cool. Thanks a lot.
Cheers.
Cheers.